Once upon a time in the land of Paxton. Paxton and Ethan had just finished their first run on the coolest track they'd ever seen. What do you need? Oh, you want to read? Yeah. Hold please. Pause the story. Here's your glasses. All right. Now he can read along
Daddy?
and listen
Daddy,
along.
restart that.
No, we'll leave it in.
No,
It's
Daddy,
okay.
no.
It's okay.
No.
That's a lot of no's. I'm going to keep that because I want to listen to that. That'll make me laugh.
Nose.
Nose. All right, come on. We're doing our story. All right.
Nose.
They had just gone on the coolest track they had ever seen. They got home and they couldn't wait till they got to go again. The next day came and it was time to go to the track. They got to the track and instead of the cool cars that they drove the last time, they saw Bugattis, Volcanos, McLarens, Porsches, every kind of supercar they could ever see. Paxton was looking at the line of cars. Wow, those are cool. All of a sudden, he saw something in the distance on the far end of the track. There was the coolest car. He couldn't believe it. He was ready. He ran straight to it. The Koenigsegg. He jumped straight in, put his helmet on, and fired up the engine. He was ready. Ethan picked the cool blue McLaren and hopped in and fired up the engine. They peeled out and went straight towards the man who was running everything. "Hello, boys," they said. Oh, you can't read it. "Hello, boys." Yeah, here, why don't you hold it? "Hello, boys. How are you today?" "We're great," they said over the rumble of their engines. "What are we doing today?" "Well, we have a race for you. And this is a special race. I see you've already picked your cars. The other racers are coming in shortly. We are going to be going on through our track, and we are opening up our secret new area." "Whoa," they both said. "All right. Why don't you guys drive around the track and get warmed up, and we will show you how the new track works." "Okay." Off Ethan and Paxton peeled out. They were zigzagging all around, having fun. They went straight to the straightaway so they could do some drag racing. They peeled out and raced down the track together. The Koenigsegg was much faster than the McLaren, but the McLaren kept pace. Ethan was having fun. Pretty soon, they heard an alarm. They knew it was time for the race. They came straight back to where the man was, and he stood in front of them, along with all the other racers. "Gentlemen, we are about to open our new track. This is a new track that nobody has seen before, and we have been working for a very long time on it. You are the best racers in the world, and I want you to be the first ones on it. Now, some of you may have already picked out your cars. The rest may pick the cars you want, and we will all line up on the track. Now, we are not going to announce what the track looks like or what's going to be behind it. That will be for you to find out. So, everybody, to your cars." They all raced off, lined up, and waited. The man stood on a big, tall ladder, had a checkered flag, and said, "Go!" And he waved the flag. The cars raced forward, driving through the track. The first run was straight down a big jump. They raced down the track, straight to the jump. Cars were flying everywhere. One car missed the track, skidded off, and flew off, crashing. His car was totaled. The man climbed out and kicked his car. He was so mad. Ethan and Paxton had made the jump without a problem, and they sped on towards the track. They got around the first turn, and they almost stopped in their tracks. There in front of them was a giant volcano. "Oh no," said Paxton. "This is just like in my book, The Volcano Track." They raced closer and closer as the volcano began to erupt. The car began to bounce around as the earth shook. They almost lost traction, but their car had such good traction control that they stuck to the road. They made turns, zigzagging left and right. They came straight up to the first. Yeah, that's okay. They came straight up to the first climb, and there they climbed straight up. Their engines were whining as they went to the top. They finally got up there and went around closer towards the top. They made a right turn and then a left turn, and then they went straight down into a huge loop-de-loo jump. Down they went, down the track. They spun up and around, and they got to the end of the loop, and there was a jump at the end. They flew through the air, and they landed, skidding around, bouncing. It was a green Maserati, a blue Bugatti, and Paxton's Koenigsegg and Ethan's McLaren. What? Green what? Green Koenigsegg, of course. They were racing towards the top of the volcano. All of a sudden, they came up to a small jump, and there was a river of lava below them. They leaped over. Paxton looked over to his left through the window to see huge globs of lava flowing around them. The heat was intense. Paxton's car was fogging up because it was getting so hot. He had to turn the air conditioner way down just so he wouldn't burn up. They finally landed and came right towards the top of the track. And up they went all the way. And then they had one final turn. It was around the top, the very top of the volcano. They looked down towards the middle of the volcano, and there was lava boiling around. Then they almost circled completely around the track, and there was a drop. They went straight down the whole mountain. Paxton's car was going faster than its top speed. 300, 325, 350. He was flying as fast as his car would go. He didn't know if he could control it. It continued to climb 450, 475 miles an hour. His car topped out at 522 miles an hour. He didn't know if he would be able to stop. Down they went. He was in the lead. Ethan was 2 cars behind him, but he had come in front of the car in front of him, and it was Ethan and Paxton racing towards the finish line. Paxton could just see at the bottom of the mountain the checkered flag waving. He continued to scream towards the end and across the finish line. Ethan right behind him. Second place. They slammed on their brakes, and their cars spent miles trying to slow down. By the time he got his car stopped, his tires were burned out, his brakes were smoking, and he had a smile on his face. He won.